Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I'm Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages for the cards that come out in today's reading for you. Thank you so much for joining and for being here for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out, what messages come through with the cards that do come out. So the first card that we have is the Two of Cups. We have some water sign energy with this. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And we have the Queen of Cups. And we have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups, this does feel like a very strong connection that is present. I do feel like also having especially a very strong emotional connection with someone in the situation, kind of feeling like, I do feel like it evokes a lot of emotions for somebody. I do feel like with the Six of Cups, this also feels like past energy. So I do feel like when it comes to a situation right now, it does feel like also being able to actually be in a space where somebody's reflecting on the past. You may also be in the space of kind of thinking to the past, or having somebody from the past kind of coming back or wanting to be able to reach out in some way. And do you feel like with the Six of Cups, this does feel like an energy of also being able to actually look back with, in a nostalgic way, but I do feel like with positive outlook. So I do feel like with the Six of Cups from up over here, this feels like a very sentimental energy when it comes to your connection with somebody. Do you feel like this person also kind of being quite sincere when it comes to a past person and even their reflection upon the connection with you? Do you feel like with the Six of Cups, this feels like an energy of being in a space where somebody is in a space where they are feeling quite appreciative of the connection or reflecting back on it in a way that this connection is on this person's mind. You're on this person's mind. I do feel like with the Two of Cups from up over here, this feels like an energy of a relationship. This feels like a desire for a relationship, or to be able to strengthen a relationship, and even to be able to advance a relationship is something that somebody actually wants to be able to do and has strong feelings towards you in this connection that's actually putting them in a position to want to be able to have that with you. I do feel like also with the Two of Cups from up over here, this also feels like an energy of two people who are very compatible and complement each other's energy very well. Do you feel like this person recognizes that in this connection with you? And I also feel like this person has strong feelings based upon that bond that you have with this person. I do feel like with the Queen of Cups from up over here, this does feel like an emotional energy as well. But I feel like also being open to being able to share in emotions and being available for an emotional connection, to be able to exist in this connection, and kind of having a lot of compatibility on an emotional level, especially with all of these cards. I do feel like with the Queen of Cups from up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to experience comfort with somebody. I do feel like it's also kind of putting you in a position to feel comfortable to be able to open up to somebody. And I do feel like this person also kind of reciprocating that energy when you do. I do feel like with the Queen of Cups from up over here, this feels like an energy of also being quite compassionate when it comes to receiving of somebody else's emotions and feelings. So I do feel like this does feel like an energy of bonding on a very deep level with these cards. With the Seven of Swords show up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of being able to have very honest and open communication with somebody. I feel like somebody wants to be able to share something, or you may actually be hearing from this person. I do feel like when it comes to them being able to actually initiate a conversation or be able to make communication with you, this feels like it's coming from a deep place. I do feel like it's taking quite a lot for this person to access that part of themselves, but this feels like an energy of somebody's kind of putting themselves out there. I do feel like with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, this feels like an energy of somebody admitting to something or confessing to something that they may have kept in. This feels like an energy of someone being very open and being ready to be very vulnerable and open with you in this connection. So I'm going to clarify these cards. we have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Page of Wands. And we have the Eight of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Tower card show up in the reverse. With the Tower card, we do have some Scorpio energy. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. And do you feel like with the Tower card showing up in the reverse, this feels like an energy of somebody wanting to be able to repair a situation or even be able to kind of make amends in a situation with you? I do feel like with the Tower card in the reverse, this also feels like an energy of someone putting something off. I do feel like there could be something that somebody has been putting off. With the Seven of Swords in the reverse, this feels like an energy of someone kind of being very transparent and open with you when it comes to being able to share something that they may have been holding back and holding in, I mean. With the Wheel card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of experiencing a lot of different emotions in this connection. I do feel like there is a sense of experiencing this connection with you as a feeling of an emotional roller coaster for this person. I do feel like it's more so as something that is coming up as a personal issue, that this person may be getting the opportunity to be able to experience all of these different emotions through this relationship or this connection with you. With the Wheel card showing up over here, this feels like a very fortunate energy. This does feel like also divine timing being at play, and I do feel like also this person being in a space where when it comes to this connection, this feels like this person being able to experience this connection, this relationship, and even being able to get to this place when they feel like it's the right time. I do feel like it does feel like with this Wheel card, this is divine timing at play in this connection. This does feel like a karmic energy within this connection as well. And I do feel like also when it comes to your purpose of being able to be in connection with this person, it's quite significant and it's teaching this person a lot through this connection. I do feel like with the Wheel card, this does feel like an energy of being able to be quite thankful for a lot of experiences in this connection, as well as even the feelings that they have for you and for you. I do feel like with this Wheel card, this person feels very lucky. I do feel like very lucky to be able to know you and to be able to be in this connection with you. I do feel like there's a lot of appreciation for a lot that it has come with. I do feel like with the Page of Wands drop over here, this feels like a very positive outlook into the future of this connection. And with this Page of Wands, this does also feel like an energy of being in a space where you're ready to be able to take on what this connection brings with it, especially when it comes to thinking about the future. It's exciting. It brings about an exciting feeling. I do feel like with the Queen of Cups, this feels like a safe energy. And when it comes to this connection, you may be perceiving it as the safe option when it comes to how this person's making you feel. I do feel like with this Page of Wands showing up over here, this feels like an energy of being able to actually experience a lot of exciting emotions in this connection, as well as a lot of exciting moments on the horizon with this connection. I do feel like this Page of Wands also feels like good news coming in and being able to actually receive a lot of good news about this connection and surrounding this connection. With this Eight of Wands, this does feel like communication coming in, and I feel like it's happening with a quickness. This does feel like it's happening quite quickly. I do feel like with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, this feels like honest communication. So there is a conversation also on the horizon, and I do feel like with the Eight of Wands, this does feel like an energy of also being able to experience a sense of those communications leading somewhere that is going to be significant to this connection and its way forward, its trajectory. I do feel like with the Eight of Wands, this does feel like an energy of quick communication. It does feel like things kind of progressing quite quickly. And I do feel like there's a conversation that's kind of leading to that sense of this connection kind of picking up rather quickly and moving forward rather quickly. So I am going to clarify these cards. So we have, it is safe for you to love. And we have the engagement card. And we We have reconciliation. We also have calling in your soulmate. So with the it is safe for you to love card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to get to a space of clarity within a connection. I do feel like this person also being in a space where they are gaining a lot of clarity around the situation. And I feel that with this Queen of Cups showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to actually experience this connection as a safe environment to be able to actually open up to you. I do also feel like opening their heart to you and to this connection. This does feel like an energy of also being able to experience this connection as being one that does feel like it is I feel like when it comes to the way in which it's making this person feel, it's making this person feel comfortable, or this connection just feels comfortable. I do feel like with the Two of Cups drawn up over here, this does feel like an energy of being able to have a very harmonious relationship with somebody. And I do feel like that is leading to being able to feel like they can trust this connection with you. And I do feel like with the Wheel, this does feel like an energy of experiencing or having had gone through a lot of experiences together before getting to a certain place where this person feels like they feel like it's safe to be able to open up and be able to take things to another level. This does feel like a sense of this person being able to be in appreciation of this connection with you. I do feel like with the engagement card showing up over here, this also feels like a desire to be able to kind of lock things down as far as being able to make things more official or even make things more exclusive in your connection. I do feel like when it comes to this connection, especially the emotional connection, it's what's really making this person feel like they can, it's like they want to be able to explore this connection on a deep level. I do feel like there's a sense of being able to feel comfortable. And I do feel like it's leading to this person actually thinking about the future. I do also feel like with the Page of Wands, you may also be in that mindset where you're thinking about the future and wanting to be able to have a connection that goes the distance. And I do feel like with this Page of Wands drawn up over here, this does feel like exciting news coming in as well. I do feel like somebody may be making an offer or even a proposal with the engagement card, and this connection is ascending to that new level. I do feel like with the reconciliation card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of somebody from your past kind of wanting to be able to return to your life to either make things right or to be able to apologize and be able to gain that closure. I do feel like with the Tower card showing up in the reverse, this does feel like things having had been left unsaid or even the door having had been left open to some capacity within a connection from the past. So this does feel like past energy also kind of resurfacing within your connection or even within your life. And do you feel like with the reconciliation card showing up over here, it feels like a desire to be able to make things right, to clear the air, and to be able to kind of get on the same page. And I do get that with the Two of Cups showing up over here. This feels like an energy of being able to have an amicable agreement between the two of you where you're able to kind of hash things out. I do feel like there is a sense of kind of getting to a harmonious place where things may have been left unsaid or unfinished. Do you feel like with the calling in your soulmate card showing up over here, this does feel like a very intentional energy. And do you feel like especially when it comes to seeking a relationship or a partner, this feels like very intentional energy being put towards that focus. And I do feel like with this calling in your soulmate card showing up over here, this also feels like a great energy for manifestation. And I do feel like also the timing being right when it comes to meeting somebody, as well as even when it comes to a connection being able to move forward into a new direction. I do feel like it is also moving in a way that feels like this connection is advancing. I do feel like we have the engagement card shown up over here. It also feels like an energy of really meeting milestones in your connection with somebody. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Sagittarius. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Sagittarius.